Hello everybody, Galrock the Pizza Guy here. Welcome back for another episode. Up to episode 16 now of Agrarian Skies 2. You can see I've done a little bit of rearranging over here since last episode. Got some machines moved around. Now I've got them all set up so I don't have to worry about switching them back and forth over the little bit of space I had here. I went ahead and made some more redstone flux duct to get that run all the way around like that. I've also got my auto packager back up. So we're going to set that for 2x2 only. And this is why I have not wanted to use up all my resources over here yet. I want to be able to set them up in a filter. But it just occurred to me, we need faster item ducts than these regular item ducts. So those are the only ones we have. They appear to be. So let's make up some more real quick. And if we look up item duct, we have impulse item ducts. Make those, energize glowstone and a fluid transposer. Well, guess what? Just like those redstone flux ducts. Except out of one glowstone dust we get 250 millibuckets. So for every 4 glowstone we use, we can fill 5 of these item ducts. So we need 20 glowstone. Shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, plenty. Got plenty. And let's go ahead and get those running. Now the impulse item ducts transfer items faster than the regular ones do, and we have a reason for this. Let's go ahead and get some chests. Don't have enough there, so let's make some more. And we need a filter. Now, this filter, matter of fact, I'll show you. We should have enough of these to start working with them. That's not where I wanted you. That's where I wanted you. Only accepts 3 items. Well, we need a lot more than that. You remember all the different ores we've got over there? So, let's look into what kinds of filters we can make. Let's go straight for resonant. What do you say? A couple of Enderium ingots, paper, hardened glass, a couple of iron nuggets. I think we've got all that. Let's see. Paper. Enderium. Hardened glass. Should have a couple of iron nuggets over here still. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, now we're talking. We're going to leave all that the same, except it's going to be a white list once we get everything in. There we go. That gets us one of each metal available. Right there. And let's do the same thing here. Alright. Let's go over here. And put as much of this in here as we can. Obviously, we've run into a problem. Ran out of space even with this top tier. So we left off at gold. Here's what we're going to do. Put another input. Oh, and we need to make sure this is a whitelist. Alright. So we've just got the dust versions. Let's get those together. Alright. Now I know this seems crazy, but there will be a need for a third connection later on. So we're going to prepare for that. I know what to do. I've actually got plans for this space here. I believe it was. Let's see. Doom, doom. Yeah. So, I'm going to run it like this. Sorry, Torch, you have to move. You too, Torch. Betcha my F7 mode was interrupted by something. Oh well. Alright, now these sieves aren't particularly fast. We don't need a top tier servo. See, I had some servos, maybe. Only got one. It gets us started. Alright. So one glass, a couple more iron nuggets, ingots, and a redstone. There we go, it's starting to operate. And we are getting blocks of... So now, let's go ahead and just take all this stuff out, bring it over there to the packager. I'm going to do that real quick, and I'll be back in just a minute. I didn't even finish bringing the stuff over here, and look how full these chests are getting. I think it's time for upgrades. So you remember this builder that we made but haven't done anything with? It's time to do something with it. So we're going to need a few chests. says we need 2 each of those. Alright, and I'm going to make 2 of these chests. So we get 18 iron ingots and 18 iron bars. Do I have any iron bars laying around? I know y'all are wondering, hey, wasn't he supposed to be working on the AE system? Yes, but we need to get some of this automated to begin with, so there we go. So I am going to work on getting this started, and then we can get that AE system up and running. Alright, and I need 4 clay. Do I have any laying around? I do. I'm going to make these chests blue and build chest and build chest. Alright. Now where did I put that dolly? Let's do this. Let's just move these chests to the side and put... Whoa. Wasn't expecting that kind of... Okay, there we go. That's weird. Anyway, we've got a 9x9 chest here. So that should give us enough room to store our goods for a while. So, let's get all this stuff out of here and over to here. And I can finish moving things. What? Oh, it reconnected that. So what kind of oddball... not what I wanted it to do. Okay, I'm going to clean this mess up, and I'll be back in just a minute. I got that cleaned up. Ended up having to just put a chest over here, kind of a catch-all, because after I got rid of that connection, these all got back stuffed, so I had to do something about that. I'm going to go ahead and get these things running with another set, and we'll just let that thing run, see how everything turns out. In the meantime, let's work on some more. We need nether quartz to get towards applied energistics, because we need charged Certus quartz. Well, we can, we need fluix. Well, we can make that, but we need nether quartz, charged Certus quartz, and redstone. So, we can get nether quartz by sieving. There we go. Soul sand. Drop chance 100%. Wow. Okay, we can get lots of nether quartz. So, let's work on that, shall we? We've got all this stuff over here. Wow. Going to run a little bit of gold and a little bit of silver. Don't have much of that, do I? Threw through my pulverizer redstone furnace here, and it'll put everything out up there. Because we need some more electrum to make ourselves another automatic sieve. Now, with that said, we need to figure out how to get soul sand. I'm glad you asked. I'll show you. We need a couple more pulverizers. Well, I do have one here, so let's make another one. I'm going to make up another one real quick. You've seen me do that on camera plenty of times, so I'll be back in just a minute. I got the pulverizers set up, and I grabbed some of that old hardened flux duct. We're going to run that through here. You can see I'm in line with our gravel producing pulverizer right there. Let's grab a stack of cobblestone. And start these working. You can see I've also done a little bit more work up here besides. So let's get that started. And yes, don't worry, I do eventually plan on automating the input of cobblestone into all these pulverizers I have set up. We'll get there. But for now, we're primarily producing sand. I've already got this set up the way I want it. And now, we need some ancient spores. Two will do for now. Really, one would do. Let's just use one of them. And go get that watering can. I think that'll help it spread. You can see, obviously, those spores turn dirt into mycelium. There we go, one more. Alright. Now, run some transfer pipes down here like this. World interaction upgrade. And yeah, I've noticed when you automate inputting water into these barrels, sometimes they look a little funky. But you can see the water is transforming. It's transforming into which water? There we go. Which water? That water. So now all we need to do, take our item ducts, just like so. Actually, I think there is a quest to have a bucket of witch water in learning to skyblock, isn't there? Yeah. Well, that was quick and easy. Alright, soul sand is the next one. Don't worry, we will be able to complete that. And I'll handle that witch water bucket later. Nom 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 nom. I'm gonna take this here servo. Plop it in there. And ignore redstone. And it should start putting the sand into these barrels of witch water when we get soul sand.
Alright, now, one more thing. Need to make that sieve. So, a couple of Invar nuggets. I think it was 4 Invar ingots. Let's see, is this thing all done? Looks like it. Let's get an Electrum gear, which I went ahead and prepped up a little bit of Electrum in the induction smelter. And if you're wondering why this thing is running non-stop, I'm processing that backlog. So that's going to take a while. While we wait on that, let's make a silk mesh. There we go. Now, something to note, you can see I processed aluminum ingots over here. The aluminum won't run through the pulverizer and redstone furnace the way the other metals will. So if you want to double it, you have to run it through the smeltery. Alright, one more automatic sieve. And we need some more of those fortune upgrades. Let's look those up. So I need, if I want to do 4 in this one like I have in the rest of them, yeah. I need 2 diamonds, 8 Electrum nuggets, and 8 Invar. Well, there's 2 diamonds. There's 8 Invar. Do I have any Electrum nuggets over here? Doesn't look like it. So let's make some more. Alright, and the last piece of the puzzle, a retriever. Put an item duct there just like so. Retriever on there. Ignore redstone, and it should start pulling the soul sand. Yeah, there it goes. Alright. We have now automated the production and sieving of soul sand. I'm not going to hook a servo up to that just yet. We'll let it just stack up in the sieve for us. That's no problem. And we had a quest to turn in soul sand, and we get 4 more. Oh, we got a ghast tier when we killed ghasts earlier, last episode. Wow, this is getting complete. So we've only got a few quests to complete, and we will be done in learning to skyblock. Very nice. So I'm gonna throw this in there. See, we're already getting some nether quartz. Looking good. We're gonna let that run for a while, and while I get ready for the next part of what I want to do, I'll be back in just a minute. Alright, I think I'm ready to go. And we put all that effort into getting nether quartz so we can do this. Now, yes, I know I did already have a little bit of nether quartz over here, but I knew we were going to need more. There we go. We'll just come over here to a puddle of water, throw in our charged Certus, our nether quartz, and our redstone. And magic. We have Fluix crystals. I'm going to gonna let that thing run for a little while longer, but I'm probably going to... Oh, it's almost done. Yay! Okay, well, I'm gonna let that thing finish then. So we've got some Fluix crystals, but 24 is probably not going to be enough. One of the first things I like to make, obviously, we need an energy acceptor. So, and yeah, I could do it with the pure Fluix crystal, but I don't think I'm quite there yet. So quartz glass, that's plenty easy enough. We can come over here. We've got tons of Certus quartz dust. I don't think we're going to have to worry about that one. Let's make some of that. Alright. And grab 4 iron ingots. Don't mind if I do. And we have an energy acceptor. We are going to plug this in right there. Well, now we need some Fluix ME cables. We can go with glass cables for now. We will need better, but I'm actually going to need quite a bit of this quartz fiber stuff in these cables. So it's probably still not enough, but it's a start. Alright. Let's start running power out of that sucker. Well, what are we going to do with it? Well, one of the first things I like to make for the ME system, and when we have AE2 stuff anyway, the crystal growth chamber. These crystal growth accelerators, they're awesome, but I like having that chamber that just has an inventory, basically. So, let's work on these. We need Fluix blocks. Now, 6 of these accelerators. Well, we don't have 6 Fluix blocks worth of Fluix, do we? So, we got to work on this a little bit. We need a charger. That way we can charge some more of that Certus quartz. Well, that's just a few iron, couple of Fluix, no problem. Now we've got power, but I want to show you something that I don't think a lot of people are aware of with this Certus charger. Let's see, do I have enough sticks? I do not. I will soon. Wait a minute, I don't have to do that. It won't let me just take that out of there, will it? There. It needed to get moved anyway. Yep. Put the wooden crank in there, and you can charge your Certus quartz crystals with a wooden crank. No power needed. There we go. We've got a charged Certus quartz crystal. That's pretty darn cool, but we've got power. There's no need to do it that way. So let's make a pretty good handful of those. So I'm going to put a hopper on that. And I should still have a servo, yeah. I know that looks ugly right now, but it's not going to stay that way. But this is just to get us some more charged Certus quartz. So let's make a whole stack of it. And the hopper, this is pretty intelligent. There we go. So just let it take its time doing that. And unfortunately, I think this is about the end of the day for us. So, yeah, I know, me too, but we have to come to the end. I'm going to let that work, get plenty of charged Certus quartz so we can get plenty of fluix, and we're going to work on that crystal growth chamber next time. That way we can start doubling all that Certus quartz dust into pure Certus quartz crystals. We also need to make pure nether quartz crystals and pure fluix crystals. So that's what that growth chamber is going to be good for. So I'll work on getting the stuff together between this episode and next so we can have that ready to go. And when we get to working on seeds, that will play into the next quest in the chain. So until next time, y'all be sure to follow me on Facebook, facebook.com/GalRockFamily. Also on Twitter, Twitter handle @GalRockFamily. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more of my videos. And until next time, this is Galrock the Pizza Guy reminding everybody to tip those pizza delivery drivers. We're out there working hard for you. See you next time.